Hello everyone, welcome to Pratibha Tech. In this video, we will solve the problem of the day question on Geeks for Geeks for 8th April 2023. The problem statement for today is make the array beautiful. This problem is based on arrays and stack data structures. Let's now open this problem to solve it. So let's go through and understand the given problem statement. Here it is saying, given an array of positive and negative numbers, you have to make the array beautiful. An array is beautiful if two adjacent integers, a of I and a of I plus 1, have the same sign. You can do the following operations any number of times until the array becomes beautiful. So what operation we can do? If two adjacent integers have different signs, then remove them. Then return the beautiful array after performing the above operations. Okay, so in note it is given that an empty array is also a beautiful array. Okay, there can be many adjacent integers with different signs. So remove adjacent integers with different signs from left to right. Okay, so this is again a simple problem here. So here it is saying that we will be given with we will be provided with an array, and we have to make that array beautiful. By beautiful, it means to say that all the adjacent numbers, that means two adjacent numbers in the array, that should have the same sign. And how to make this beautiful? That means if we encounter that any two numbers, that means two adjacent numbers have different sign, then we have to remove them. So if we remove all that indifferent sign ones from this array, then at last we will be left with the elements with the same sign. Okay, so that way we can say that it is beautiful. Yeah, the array is beautiful. Okay, so now let's go through the given examples here. So here the first example is with the input array given as 4, 2, minus 2 and 1. The output is 4, 1. The explanation here it is, as at indices 1 and 2, we have 2 and minus 2 have different sign. So they are removed. So the final array is left with 4 and 1. And since 4 and 1 both are having same sign, so we can say that array has become beautiful now. In the second example, here the input array consists of 2, minus 2, 1, minus 1. So here the output is empty array. As the indices 0 and 1 and 0 and 1, we have 2 and minus 2, and they have different sign, so they are removed. Now the array is 1 and minus 1. So again 1 and minus 1 can be removed as they have different sign. So this way we can see that all the elements from this array has been removed. So even as we have seen in the given statement that if while performing the above operations, if the array becomes empty, so even that can be considered as a beautiful array. Okay, so even if this final array has become empty, but this also is considered as a empty, and that means beautiful array. Okay, so for solving this problem, the approach which we will use is to use a stack to keep the track of the elements that form a beautiful sequence. First we will initialize the stack with the empty. Then each element of the input array is processed one by one. If the stack is empty, the current element is pushed into the stack. Otherwise, if the current element has a different sign than the top of the element of the stack, then the top element is popped out. Otherwise, the current element is pushed into the stack. After all the elements have been processed, the elements remaining in the stack form a beautiful sequence. These elements are popped out from the stack and added to the resultant array list in the reverse order of their appearance in the stack. Finally, whatever we have done the reverse of the array list, that array list is returned as the output for this problem. Okay, so whatever the logic or approach which we have discussed, let's understand with this simple example here. So here first we are getting 4, then 2, minus 2 and 1. This I have taken the first example, whatever was given in the problem statement. So initially the stack will be empty. So when the stack is empty, so what we do, we push the element here directly. So the stack will contain let me select a pen here. So stack will contain the first element as 4. So when we move to the next element, So here we can see the current element, which is 2 here, and the top of the stack, which is 4 here, both are having same sign. So if it happens that both elements have same sign, then we insert that element to the stack as well, this one. Next, when we move to -2, then we see the current element, which is -2, and the element at the top of the stack, which is +2, they both are having different sign. So what we do, we pop this element from this stack. So if you pop this element, then this element will be removed from the stack. So we will remove it. So now the stack will contain 4 only. Now after that we move to 1. So again the same condition will check. Is the sign same or different? So current element is 1, top of the stack is 4. Both are having same sign. So we will insert 1 here. 1 here. So after that we do not have any element. So the final stack will contain this element 1 and 4. Okay. So now what we do, once this iteration is done, then we pop all the elements from this and we add it to the array list. So first it will pop here 1, then it will pop 4. So the array list will contain 1 and 4. Now what we do, we reverse it. We reverse the array list so that it becomes 4 and 1. Why we are reversing it? We are reversing it so that we get the original order from the input array. Because in the input array we see if 2 and 2 these are removed, then we see 4 and 1 are the element 4 and 1 is left. That's why, and from the stack when we perform pop operation, then we get 1 and 4. So we are reversing that array list so that we get 4 and 4, that is the order of the input array. Okay, so this will be our output. So this is the simple approach which we will be using while coding as well. Okay, so with this approach in mind only, so let's go and understand the coding part of it. So here I have prepared the solution. I'll copy it here. Here again I have given comments against each line so that it becomes easy to understand. Okay, this has been copied twice, not required. Similarly, I need to remove one. Okay, so this looks fine. So here this is in Java only. So what we are doing, first we create a stack to store the integers. Okay, so initially it will be the empty array only. Then we traverse the input array list from left to right, and for each element we perform certain number of operations. If the stack is empty, then push the element into the stack. If the element has different sign, if it is empty, then you are pushing into the stack. If the element has a different sign than the top of the element, then the top element of the stack, then pop the element from the stack. So here how we are checking if the integer has a different sign than the element at the top of the stack. So here we are saying that whatever is there at the top of the stack, is that greater than or equal to 0, and the incoming value, that means the current value whatever we are getting from this array, that is having the value less than 0. That means here both are different, both are in different signs. Less than 0, that means it will be negative. Greater than or equal to 0, that means it will be positive. Okay, this is one condition, and in another condition it is or it can be just opposite. That means the element at the top of the stack, that can be negative, and whatever the element which we are getting from this array, that is equal to or greater than equal to 0. So if either of these conditions satisfies, that means both the elements have different signs, whatever is there in the array and whatever is there at the top of the stack. In that situation we pop the element from the stack, otherwise we push the element into the stack. Okay, then after this complete operation is done, then we create here one array list, that is with a variable name result, to store the final resultant output. Okay, then we pop the element from the stack and we add them to the array list. Okay, so while the stack is not empty, we keep on adding the element whatever we are getting from the top of the stack, and we keep on adding into array list. Okay, once we have popped out all the element, then what we do, using the reverse method of collections framework, we just reverse the array list. So reverse the order of the array list in the resultant array list, and whatever we get the resultant reverse array list, that we return. That's it. So this is again the same thing whatever we have discussed with the example in this appear. Okay, so let's try compiling this code. Actually, this is a pretty simple solution. Simply we are using a stack, we push element, pop element, and we reverse it and return it. Okay, the condition which we are following is that checking two numbers whether both are having same or different sign. That's it. Okay, so here we can see we have got a correct output for the given example here. So now let's try submitting this solution. So here we can see it has covered all the test cases. So this problem is solved in Java. So this is correct solution. That means whatever we have provided, it has covered all the test cases. So talking about the time complexity of the solution, it is in the order of big O of n, where n is the size of the input array list. The traversal of the input array list takes big O of n time. For each element of the input array list, there is at most one push operation and one pop operation on the stack, which takes constant time. That means for each element we are performing one operation, whether either it will be pop or push operation. Therefore, the time complexity of the stack operation is also big O of n. Finally, the reversal of the element in the output array list takes big O of n time. So overall time complexity is in the order of big O of n only. Okay. So this was the Java solution of it. I have even prepared the C++ solution of it. Entirely same logic, everything same, just the syntax differences whatever we get between C++ and Java, that only is there. So let me copy this solution here. So here also I have copied the method signature twice. So let me remove it once. Okay. So here also same thing, same approach, same thing. Here also we are initializing a stack. We are iterating over the array list. Then if it is empty, then we push the element. Else we check whether the current element in the stack, that means at the top of the stack, and the current element from the array list, if both are having different sign, then we pop, else we push. And after that we initialize a vector here to store the final resultant array. Then we pop from the stack and we add it to this vector. Then we reverse it and return the result. Same logic, completely same, but it is in C++. So let's try compiling this code. So here we can see even with this C++ code we have got correct output. I'm submitting this solution. So even in this language C++, the logic is perfectly fine and it has covered all the test cases. So this problem has been solved successfully. Okay, so if you have any doubt related to this problem or solution, in either case anything in difficulty in understanding, then please comment on this video. I'll try to provide some kind of support whatever I can. Okay, so I'll provide the link for this question in the description box. Please do check that. That's all in this video. Please like, comment and share the video, and please subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.